Well, hi, Andrew Bell with you once again. And I'm keeping with the theme of the inner city living and how position is so important to property values these days. We're here today at 14 Biggs Place at Southport, but I'm going to show you more of that in just a moment. Just a quick recap on the market. I get so many people pulling me up at the moment saying what's really happening at ground level. You know, one of the great things for us is that we have fingers on the pulse on a daily basis. So much of the research that comes out is old, and so it's the current information that people want to know. What's happening now at the beginning of November 2024? And so we all kind of know that the market's been going through some changes, but still has a fundamental strength. Those changes are that we're not seeing quite as many people out in the marketplace looking. You know, this time last year, we might have seen 70, 80 and 90 people at an open home and end up with 4, 5 or 6 bidders. Well, that only changes that the numbers of people attending open homes might be down now to more like 30 or 40 people, but the bidders are still comparatively the same as they were a year ago, that we're down to 4 or 5 bidders. And that's just reflective of, I guess, that prices have risen somewhat, knocking some of the people out of price brackets that would have otherwise been something they could have afforded a year ago. So overall, success rate is actually around the same sort of results that we were getting a year or so ago. For our office, and I know we are above the national average, we've been coming in at 86% success rate at auctions. And of course, we're still selling properties post-auction. They're remarkable figures when you consider that the market has eased after 4 solid years of growth. And so my answer to people is, market's different, but the results are still outstanding. And that's how we sort of lead into this upcoming Christmas New Year period. And of course, the big event's just been announced, it's been launched, and we're very excited. We're already taking quite a few bookings for that. We look forward to completing our normal program of a sizable number of properties of all types, of all price brackets, in all locations across the Gold Coast to provide great diversity for this huge promotion, the biggest of its kind in the country. Just looking back at last year, we had 120 properties went to auction, sold 110 of them. And the only reason the other 10 didn't sell is some of our sellers were a little bit over ambitious on price. So, good lead into Christmas. It's been a strong spring and we're looking forward to having a sensible Christmas New Year period. Now, back to 14 Biggs Place here at Southport. You know, I get the privilege of getting out and seeing so many properties across the course of a year and of course across the generation that I've been in the industry. This is really something that you've simply got to see to really appreciate. If you wanted something in the inner city, if you wanted something with such lifestyle choices, then there is nothing comparable. I'm looking here and there's this massive sandy beachfront wrapping right around the property. You come inside to this only recently completed home and you see living space abounding. You could have a family of 50 and they'd all find plenty of space to live in. Or if you wanted a tight little family gathering, you could have them in the diversity of different locations in this home. It's quiet, it's peaceful, yet it's right in the heart of the city. We're just next to the parkland, which is adjoining Ravage Royale. We're here, of course, in that TSS precinct. Short little access just by boat, metres away, and you're onto Main River. Yet you can have a beautiful vessel located here and have all the protection from any of the boating that goes up and down the Broadwater and through into Nerang River. Everything's at your fingertips. But I can't do it justice. I need you to come and have a look at this home to truly appreciate it. Any of those thinking about, you know, what to sort of build for themselves for one of those future homes that ticks all the boxes, this is the one you've got to come and see. So, details are on screen of Robbie Graham. He'd be delighted to show you through or let you know access arrangements, but come and have a look at this because it's got everything that you could want for inner city living. Concluding today, I want to thank everyone for our wonderful support for our ball, another wonderful event. You know, we've held this for 31 years, raised over $4.2 million now, another 140,000 raised this year. And that money's getting into the hands of the kids with muscular dystrophy so quickly. We've had some breakthrough. Life expectancy has now grown by nearly 10 years. We haven't found a cure yet, but we're making their life just a little longer than otherwise would have been the case. We're very proud of our contribution. We now have a $1 million perpetual fund that will be producing about $120,000 a year for research. I'm just so thankful. And I thank all of those who have been so supportive of that ball over the years. The list is too many, but I do want to thank you. Well, we're taking bookings, as I said, for the event. Details on screen now. Get your bookings in early because we are limited to how many people we can take on board. Not an event to be missed because it is at such an important stage of the real estate cycle. Be back with you again in a fortnight's time.